So it has finally happened in the USA. You now need to register your drone. Well, actually, as of January next year, if you have a drone, full stop. If you buy a drone, I shouldn't say drone. I should say a multi-rotor, quadcopter, whatever you want to call it, remote-controlled aerial device. If you have one of those and you fly it outside, even as a hobby, you need to register it. And some people are having a total meltdown about this. And some people are having a very legitimate, oh, wait a minute, is that not a little bit hypocritical or something like that? So somebody's saying, one website here saying, I'll register my drone when you have to register your gun. And I was just like, this blew my mind that in America, you can buy, own, take guns out in public and stuff and not have to be registered or have your gun registered or you registered, and you can be a criminal and just buy guns with no problem. I'm sure it's different in state to state, but that's the story that I'm getting here. Yet in America, if you have a tiny helicopter, and it seems to be, it's not like in the UK, you need to be registered if you're doing it commercially, and additionally if it's above a certain weight category. So once your quadcopter, your octocopter, or your multi-rotor device goes over the 7 kilogram weight limit, that's when you need a different level of license to do that commercially. It seems like in America, it's just if you have anything at all that flies in the air like a drone, you need to register it. What I will say is that it seems like they're trying to say it's going to be easy and it's not going to be much of a big deal. It's saying that you only need to pay, I think this says something like $5. Yeah, $5 and that's it. There is, I would always worry, it's like, okay, how do we pay that? Oh, it's got to be with your bank card, credit cards, and all that kind of stuff. And how many of these sites get hacked and all that kind of stuff. Another one is people are saying is like, yeah, the chances of that website actually running with what they suspect is nearly 1 million people, 1 in 300 in America, will have a drone of some sort. And thinking 1 million people are going to be on this site registering and it working, they're just like, nah, probably not going to happen. So it's legitimate worries of just kind of going, this sounds like bureaucratic nonsense. And what I will say is that I do think there are still quite a lot of idiots out there that will buy these, and I think some people say buy them and don't even read the instruction books. There's a good video here. Just horrendous. Somebody flying a DJI Phantom 2 at some knockdown at Staples Center during the LA Kings Stanley Cup. I don't know what that is. It's like some American game. But clearly this person can see his drone, it's flying there, people are throwing stuff at it. Instead of thinking, hey, I'll fly away or fly up, the person's like, what do I do? And then lo and behold, let's see what happens. It gets battered out of the sky by a t-shirt. And that's £1,000 worth of gear. I think it just got taken on the ground and stamped on, because I haven't seen the footage from the actual drone. Therefore, it was just crushed to pieces. What a fantastic waste of money. What an idiot of a pilot that was. And there's a lot of footage out there of people not knowing what to do. I got a fantastic couple of emails from some people who are like, hey, why is my drone not working? I'm like, have you plugged the battery in? Another one saying, oh, mine seems to crash after 25 minutes of flight. I'm like, the battery only lasts 25 minutes. You do realize you need to charge up the battery after you've flown for about 20 minutes. Oh yeah, I'll check that out. So it's a case of there's a lot of, like, people can buy a camera and not know what they're doing, but it doesn't cause an issue. People could buy one of these things and go, hey, let's go fly it. Next to know, it's 1,000 feet up in the air, smashing into a plane, or interfering with an ambulance helicopter, or it suddenly loses battery and crashes in the middle of a road, causing a problem there. Is so much more than just it's like a radio-controlled car. No, it's not. It's like having a flying lawnmower with spinning blades up in the sky that can crash at any moment and have radio interference that can make it go AWOL as well. And its blades can slice open children's eyes. So I kind of like totally understand. I think the registration process sounds like nonsense. I don't see how being registered is in any way going to make pilots better. or have less chances of crashes or educate anyone at all. I think whatever needs to be done is some form of just some form of restriction of being allowed to buy anything that can fly more than 50 feet away from the pilot, without having some form of education, even if it's just the basics. But the problem is, some people out there are not very bright and don't even understand the basics, don't read the instruction manual, and will end up causing proper damage. In reference to this being, oh, it's just as bad as guns, or it must be worse than guns, that's a whole matter for Americans to argue about. But certainly, from my point of view, as a drone pilot, as an owner of one in the UK, I want them to be used as safely and as effectively as possible, and as people still have fun with them, but not causing danger to the public, nor potentially putting all other pilots in a bad light. So that's my advice. Interested to hear what you guys think about the DJI Phantom. No, it's not just the DJI Phantom. It's just any drones, any size in America needs to be registered. What is the point?